Wow, we just watched a very impressive, very important video. I'm here now with Eero Vertinainen. Hi, Eero, how are you?
Fine. How you doing?
Second time I'm seeing you at
That's
CES.
right.
So we saw you in New York at Unveiled. And you were in Unveiled because your company here was featured there.
That's
and
right.
For good reasons.
That's right.
As
So
that video states.
right. So we're called InnoHome, and we have a product called the Stove Guard, which is a heat sensor that will monitor the temperature and the rate of rise on your electric cook stove or electric range. And what it does is, once it senses that the electricity or the heat, is too high, and there's a chance that it will catch on fire, the electricity will get cut off because we have a little control unit at the back of the stove and a little sensor that it's right above your stove. And this is something that we've been marketing and selling in Europe for about 10 years now. The research has taken quite a long time, and we're finally excited to come to the US market.
All right, and we're happy you're here because fires of unto themselves, we've done quite a few shows with the fire departments, we've done them with the Red Cross, and the statistics on this, if not 50% of the work that the Red Cross does and others, is home fires.
That's right. Yeah, we've seen a lot of fires, obviously starting in the kitchen, and I don't know if the majority of the people actually know that, but kitchen fires are the most common fire in your house. And usually it starts whether it's you're baking something in your oven or you're cooking something on your stove.
Okay, so you've been using this all over in Europe, right?
That's right.
And I'm sure you've saved some people's lives in the process.
That's right, and we actually have a big presence in Norway where they just passed a legislation that requires that everybody has to have some kind of a safety device in their range. And I unfortunately don't have the stats right now, but I know we've been working with the local fire departments in England, for example, where they are advertising this as the go-to product. And actually, we were just demoing the product. So you hear the little audible, so the alarm goes off, and if you're not there to turn it off, the alarm, it's going to give you another alarm, and all of a sudden, the electricity will get turned off. So we have different models, different colors in there.
Well, as we're stating here, 50% of household fires start from cooking. And now this product is good for the senior who might walk away by forget?
That's right, yeah, so that's the whole idea. Obviously it's very easy to turn something on, and then while you're cooking, I like to cook a lot, and there's a lot going on in the kitchen, there's a lot going on in the house, and sometimes we just forget. So what our product does is you don't even have to be there. If you're not there to turn off the alarm when it starts going off and the temperature is too high, the alarm will take care of the stove and turn the electricity off.
And the alarm is in the stove, or it's with the electric of the home?
So we have two components for the sensor, or the system. Sensor is above the range, whether you have a range hood or over the range microwave. And then behind the stove, we have a control unit that's actually very simple to install. It's a plug-and-play unit, and these two components interact with radio, and once the sensor recognizes that the fire or the temperature is too high, it will send a signal to the control unit behind the stove and cut off the electricity.
I know you also reach out to the young, irresponsible college student. No, I'm only kidding, I'm very responsible, but might forget that they're cooking something like 3 days before or something.
Sure, absolutely. So obviously, we've been working with a lot of universities in Europe, for example, in England, and University of Brighton just committed to buying and fitting all their dorms with our unit and or our product. And now we have a pilot program going on with the University of Richmond, and we are very excited about that because obviously, you have a young student. They come come after a long day in the classroom, they come in, they want to put something and cook something on the stove. And I've heard stories of pizza boxes being put on the burner and actually catching on fire. So we have two avenues that we are working with right now. Like you said, the elderly community, retirement community, and the universities.
Okay, what's good news for you, sir? Good news is for you?
No fires.
Beautiful. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.